Hello guys, and welcome to episode 5 of my Total War Warhammer playthrough, playing as Norsca on very hard difficulty. And today we are taking on the second siege of Salzenmund, just to basically make it into a shrine. Then what we'll do is head back across the water to replenish our men, and we'll continue from there. Right, let's go ahead and jump into the battle. And here we are. So the reinforcements coming in behind us again. The main thing I'm going to do here is just hide all of these units. We could probably push up with some marauders, but probably behind Wulfrik. We can have all of our guys here with javelins move up and do their thing. We need to make sure we hide these guys. We have the skin wolves knock down the gate again, so we'll have them do that. The chariots can't be hidden, so I guess we'll just move them up to the gate. Right, that should do. We don't need to gamble for more wins. We're going to have Wulfrik charge. He can be followed up by his marauders. Might put them up the left side actually. We need to get our javelins to run forwards and do their thing. And the skin wolves can charge down the gates. Okay, great. Right, reinforcements arriving. So we want to get this guy up onto the wall elsewhere. And Marauders' great weapons can also do their thing. These guys can do their thing. I mean, all of these guys are way more replenished in the secondary army, so we'll use them instead. These guys can just come and hide with the rest of my troops. They're all moving, I think. Yes, they are. Bashing down those gates once again. Taking quite a lot of damage from these towers, as always. It's not too bad. It might be worth even just making these guys retreat, but I think these guys can do some damage before they do.
The dark gods command me. Honor the tribe. I'm
just going to get the marauders to go up with Wulfrik. Hopefully plenty of damage has been done before we get up there. There we go, lovely. Wulfrik doing his job. So Marauders with great weapons taking a lot of damage. Just because they're so far out, the towers can fire at them for a long time. Get my shaman over here. I think these gates will be knocked down soon. These guys can all run over the gatehouse and attack those swordsmen. Wulfrik's definitely doing a decent job here, that's for sure. What's nice as well is all of the javelins coming in onto this area don't really hit our friendlies. They hit maybe the marauders, but we can just replace them. Yeah, look at that damage. Love it. I guess the only annoying thing about this is I can't really use the spells. And here comes all of my other units that are fully replenished. And we'll have them just go to the center square. And that unit of Marauder Hunters javelins. Just going to get them to run away, I think.
Wulfrik the Wanderer.
Is there anything at the center square? gonna get the shaman to come through. It might just be Adolphus. If it is, then we can just get the shaman to come through and do the job. And meanwhile, these chaps can actually line up inside and do some damage, some serious damage, to the swordsman here and the crossbowmen on the walls. We got the ladders going up here, so we should be able to deal with the crossbowmen quite easily. Wulfrik's still busy killing off like basically the entire garrison on his own.
Marauder horsemen! The gods demand it!
I'm going to target those swordsmen just because they are the largest amount of troops here. We need the shaman to come off the wall. There we go. Well done. Pretty much all of the units are surrendering, except from the main guy. I love the way like the Marauder horsemen are just standing in the way of them running. Just gonna mow them down. Oh, it's beautiful. Pretty sure as soon as I charge, this guy's just gonna run off the field. So we're gonna have a combination of the skin wolves and the warhounds charge at this chap. Kill him off. I was just constantly being run down at the moment by these chariots, which is hilarious. Alright, let's just do an attack move order towards Adolphus. We need to get the Spirit Leech onto him. Once that starts doing some serious damage, he should start running away. Let's just speed things up. He's going to be constantly knocked down, so yeah, he's not going to have a very fun time, that's for sure. Not have the shaman actually engage. Come on, Wulfrik, get over here. Burmese boss. I think he just saw him in the distance and ran away. That is job done. We lost a unit of marauders, but that's okay. No worries whatsoever. Job done nicely. And that allows us to erect a shrine. So now it's time to choose, really, who we're going to praise in terms of our gods. Plenty of loot gained. At the top here, I think we wanted to raise for the Hound. I think that's what we're going to go for. Really tempted to go towards the Eagle though. Like, I think a Lord of Change, like controlling a Lord of Change would be really damn awesome. The experience gain per turn would be really nice. I think we're going to go for Champion of the Eagle, honestly. You get research rate first, which is nice. Let's go for the Eagle. We'll get the Lord of Change. I think that's like literally the only thing I haven't seen yet. Like, I mean, the Iceforge Legion Hell Cannon thing, we've seen Hell Cannons before. We've seen Chaos Sorcerers before. I'm not entirely sure what this plague is. It might just be like attrition for all units on the entire map. But Champion of the Eagle getting a Mighty Lord of Change sounds pretty badass. So we're going to raise for the Eagle.
You have chosen to pledge allegiance. The gods will be pleased. Their favor toward you grows. keep their gaze upon you by erecting further monoliths in their name and reap the benefits they bestow.
Thank you, old man. Right. Can we move away from this settlement? I don't think we can, so we might end up being attacked. What I'm going to do with this guy, though, is get him onto the water and out of the way. We don't really want to fight a battle, so it doesn't matter where he is, as long as he's not in range of an enemy army. So we'll finish Voice of the Dark Gods, and for Ivolder, we can unlock him a new spell, which will most likely be Aspect of the Dread Knight. Might be quite nice. Thing is, with Aspect of the Dread Knight, it's very cheap. I think we're going to do that. Ulf Einarsson has leveled up. What are we going to do with his army? That's the question. We might just end up palming him off loads of Marauder units. So it might be worth giving him missile damage for Marauder Hunters, although he doesn't have many at the moment. Maybe income from post-battle loot. I'm not sure, honestly. Locked by skill, Kron's Wrath. This guy's going towards Fury of the Hound. I guess we'll just get Drinker of Blood then. Make this guy pretty damn awesome. And while he's engaged in melee, he charges up his ability. Okay. Just make him a really good melee fighter. That's fine by me. We have 4,000 to work with now. So let's spend it on something. At Ice Drake Fjord, I think, yeah, we were going to build the Ice Troll Lair, weren't we? And then we were going to continue to upgrade the Raiders Camp again. Right, that's what the money was for. Just got to hope that Wulfrik can get away from his next fight. Let's end the turn there. We'll watch Nordland come towards us. Ah, Marienburg declared war. And here comes Nordland with their army. And we are going to retreat from that. Hopefully they aren't in range to attack us again. I don't think they are. Damage blow, extra charge bonus. All armies, all factions. I think we just run as far as we can, honestly, away from this Nordland army. Time to get onto the water. Go home.
My challenge, undeniable.
He's actually pretty low on units now. I think he lost a lot of his Marauders. Got 1,600 to spend. I think what I'm going to do is upgrade this to a Chaos Shrine, just so that we get positive public order again in Ice Drake Fjord. We can avoid some terrible events, basically. We just have to go back and replenish our army now, and then we can deal with Dieterschafen. Get back into Longship Graveyard there, and we'll get onto ground with Ulf and get some serious replenishment going. Love it. You can also recruit. We can't recruit yet because we have, or we are in fast move stance or march stance. Our technology is finished in the next turn. Brilliant. Technology researched. Extra campaign map movement range. So now we will go on to Champions of War. Although this longer holds for income from sacking settlements might be nice. Immunity to high seas attrition for all forces as well. Maybe we unlock the Monster Hunter and see where we can go with that. Put this guy into normal stance. What sort of stuff can we hire? More chariots, yes please. And then I guess the last unit we'll have is the Regiment of Renown with the Marauders. Very tempted though to have these Marauders with great weapons take the place of some other units. I think we're okay for now. Ulf Einarsson. He could recruit some dudes, but I'm not going to, just because I don't want to like bring my income down too much. We'll just have him get into a settlement so that he replenishes quicker. And we'll move on to the next turn. So the battle for Dieterschefen might be pretty damn epic if I do it now. I might piece them out if I complete the technology and then go do a monster hunt. What's happening up here anyway? This is where the Windtooth are. We need to make sure that we take care of them eventually. Maybe we should go for a peace treaty here, maybe.
Deliver your missive and then get from my presence.
They won't take it. Okay, so we're just going to have to destroy them, I think. Once we have a couple of these chariots, which we do now, Marauder chariot should be pretty damn good for running down the Odderic's units. Plenty of Marauder hunters with javelins. I'm actually going to boot one. She's got loads of them. And if we have like Marauder chariots and Marauder horsemen, we don't really need the missile forces to counter theirs. So instead what I'm going to go for is probably just some Marauders with great weapons. Really tempted to buy two and then let the Regiment of Renown be recruited by Ulf. We can also get the Brutes of the Hound as well. Yeah, I think we're just going to wait. We can't recruit it for now anyway, so I may as well finish the slots in Wulfrik's army for when we're going back to attack Dieterschefen. Alright, let's end the turn. We're going to run them down with chariots. I love it. Then we may as well go deal with Marienburg, honestly. Goal smashers have been destroyed. I think both Ulf and Wulfrik are ready to go. So it's just a matter of getting back on land again. Bring him onto the water. And then we can work out where we should probably go. I think if we go to the left side again, it would be better. Just because we can then raid our way to Dieterschefen and make some money on the way. Right, we're just going to move this army normally. Let's end the turn. The public order is increasing in the Icetooth Mountains now. Just got to check the public order elsewhere. The Vanaheim Mountains is not really going anywhere. At Hellspire, it's actually going up, which is good. So we can build first dash here actually. So we're going to do that. And we're going to get Wulfrik back onto land.
On the move.
And we can have him in raiding stance moving forwards.
Enslave the Southerners.
Same with Ulf.
Try consents.
Send the turn there. And we'll prepare for our attack on Dieterschafen. The good thing about Dieterschafen as well is it doesn't have too much of a garrison. Although I don't have to be worried about this Bretonnian army apparently. Eager for blood. Extra income from raiding or income from sacking settlements. I think we just want extra income from raiding.
My challenge? Undeniable.
What we're going to do this turn is move on to Dieterschafen. We're going to encircle them.
Finally, a fight!
And we'll have Ulf Einarsson. I should have recruited, shouldn't I? Before he came over. You can probably recruit if we go into raiding camp. Maybe we just move Ulf for now towards Dieterschafen. And then if we do this attack,
What trickery is this?
should be a bit more even, yes. Might not need them, honestly. I think we can do it without them. So this is going to be a pretty damn epic battle. We're going to quick save it and going to fight it on the battle map. And here we are. Ready to go. Got quite a nice hill here. I'll probably just chill until my reinforcements arrive and then we can make a better front line. So we'll start, well we gamble so we have more wins to use the Spirit Leech. And we'll start the deployment and start the battle straight away. Because they're not going to go anywhere. And it looks like they might let me run towards them as well. Not too much of a hill for us to approach, which is nice. Right, so let's start sorting out these men. We want our marauders with great weapons and normal marauders in the centre. Just do it at the bottom of the hill. We'll do it like so. Then we want our marauder spearmen on the flanks. Then we need all of our javelins behind. Then we need our chariots on the flanks. I think we'll move them to the right flank, the chariots. And we'll have the marauder horsemen on the left flank. We'll have the skin wolves and Norscan warhounds on the right flank as well. We need to have Wulfrik at the head of the army. Okay, let's have him to one side, because then he can throw his skill a little better. Have our shaman there as well. I think that's pretty much all of the units ordered. Let's just speed things up. Now make sure that all of these melee forces are in a group together with Wulfrik and Ivaldur. May as well have the marauder hunters with javelins in that same group. The Ulf also as well. So let's just select them all. And when they're in position, we'll make that group. I don't think they're running. They should be running. That's why they're taking so long. And I feel like this is going to go a lot quicker than it looks. Because although this is like a huge army, once we start engaging them and I have my chariots just running around in their back line, I think we'll do rather well. Okay, so that's a control group locked. We may as well have the shaman in there. Start to move towards them. We'll have all of these chaps go out to the right side. All the horsemen to the left. And also get the Ice Wolf chariots over here as well. Great. Alright, we don't want to be in range of those crossbowmen. What is the range? Okay, this is the charge range then. I'm going to move the Marauder Hunters into a separate group. I'll have them stop short. Now what we want to do is have the chariots run in. Slam those crossbowmen. And we're going to leave these guys to the side for now. Get Marauder Horsemen to come around the back. Oh, look at this engagement. Oh, beautiful. Let's see how much we can rip through here. That actually did quite a lot of damage. Alright, let's come in over here. We'll have the chariots move away. The skin wolves to come into combat with those swordsmen there. Chariots need to move away. Have the chariots move into the back of the halberdiers there. God, what a battle. Unfortunately, the lag is coming back. I mean, in the center, a lot of our units already broke, which isn't good. What's Leaf doing? Where is he? There he is. Okay, so he's taking all of those guys. What about our shaman? Hopefully our shaman isn't engaged too badly. Oh, he is. Okay, he's right in smack bang in the middle. Let's give one of these units extra leadership. Let's give those marauders leadership, and we'll use this spell on their leader, wherever he is. Where is he? There he is. Alright, we'll continue to use that on the marauders afterwards. And we need to just run. Okay. Have these chariots come in. Probably just to hit the spearmen, I guess. Those chariots slammed into the back of those men. We're still in a pretty decent position. Just making sure that all of my units are in combat right now. Have these guys move back and then attack. Alright, then we can just keep cycle charging with the Marauder chariots, I think. Skin wolves are tearing apart those swordsmen. We've broken through this right side, so let's continue through. Gonna have Wulfrik try and engage those Free Company militia. He needs to use his spell again as well, actually. So how can we use it? How far can we go with it? He's out of range to fire it there. Let's see. I don't want to hit my own dudes. That's the only trouble. And maybe we just come down to the left here. We put it through all these swordsmen. Okay, so they actually just broke anyway. I need to come back with all of these men. Might still work quite well. We'll wait a little bit longer. I'm going to continue him running over like this. Nice. There we go. We'll have him run into that engagement as well. Okay, where's their leader gone? Oh, there's a lot of like units like fleeing and stuff at the moment. That's fine. Those guys need to get out of there. Chariots, they can come in and attack those crossbowmen. Norsca Moorhounds are doing a reasonably decent job there. Probably shouldn't attack spearmen with the skin wolves, so we'll go for the Free Company Militia, I think. And my Marauder Horsemen are running away. How's Ulf doing? Let's use his Tormentor Sword.
I'll take hits.
Have those spearmen engage their spearmen. A lot of units engaged here around this spearman unit. It's just holding up all of those men. Okay, so their middle line here looks like it's going to break. Lots of swordsmen, pretty low on morale. Hopefully we can crush them. Break through. And we can go for the attack onto the Free Company Militia. Okay, what about our shaman here? Right, gotta continue through. It looks like we lost the left flank, but we won the right flank. So, army's a bit skewed at the moment. Let's get the Marauder Horsemen over here. We'll have them engage the Free Company Militia at the back here.
Wulfrik the Wanderer.
Right, the main thing I want to do here is make sure that I get a decent attack with Wulfrik. Got another Spirit Leech there. We should be able to kill off their leader. Yep, he's dead. Nice. I think we're running down the Free Company Militia here nicely as well, which is good. Alright, come on, Wulfrik. Can't wait until I have him on a mount. It'll be so much better. Like, using his attack would be so good. Okay, these guys, we're going to use his ability there. Aspect of the Dread Knight. Then what we're going to do is stop, pause, and use our spell through these swordsmen. That should rip them to shreds. Oh wow, that went completely the wrong way. Kind of worked, I guess. Don't know why those guys stopped chasing, but they did. Where are these guys? Got some chariots in the middle of nowhere. I'm going to put down a spell onto them just to help them retreat there. Wulfrik's doing his job. This has been pretty messy. Doesn't help that it's lagging all over the place. Can't really keep track of the battlefield very well. Like all of my units have got so spread out right now. It's worth it if we win. We can just repair our army again. Just keep using Spirit Leech here. We still have some Marauder chariots that can help finish things off. Although I feel like we're going to lose if I'm not too careful. I guess the only saving grace is that I have like a basically full health Marauder chariot unit. That charge was lovely. A lot of units running. Where are these skin wolves? May as well have them come in. My shaman's running away. Oh, everyone's just covered in blood. It's ridiculous. I need to have these chariots pick a new target because they're just getting a lot of damage on them at the moment. I think we just lost our skin wolves. Just got to focus down these like ranged forces. All of these free company militia. Just demolish as many of these guys as I can. Any units that take on Wulfrik are going to die, which is good. One saving grace, I guess. Just got to micro these guys. Not the prettiest battle. But we might be able to do the job just about.
Wulfrik the Wanderer.
Here we go. The chain route is coming. Not my most impressive battle. It was pretty bad, honestly. I just let too many units get too far away from like the actual battlefield. I'm just going to charge into the back of their halberds. Charge into the back of the guys over there, the Free Company militia. Now let's charge into those spearmen, the Marauder Hunters with javelins, and we'll have the Warhounds coming behind them.
Wulfrik the Wanderer.
Victory is in our grasp, apparently. Just need to get these Free Company militia to break. This will destroy Nordland as well, so you've got to think of it like that. I love the way, like, Ulf and Wulfrik are just chasing these crossbowmen off the field. We need to go back and take on the melee forces. We'll let the fast ones go deal with them. Let's spread out these warhounds and go deal with the Free Company militia there. Speed things up. Ulf might have to just chill out for a bit, honestly. Feel like he might die. That Tormentor Sword's gonna help though.
Wulfrik the Wanderer! Prepare to ruin! My God's call! Throw in axes!
Yeah, they can't do a thing. They're all gonna run. There we go. Finally. What a hell of a battle. Ooh. I actually thought we might lose that for 1 second, but we managed to pull it off for another Pyrrhic victory. Crikey. That was insane. Those chariots really paying themselves off with 287 kills. I think we're going to lose quite a substantial amount of units here though. But Nordland is defeated once and for all. Actually, maybe not once and for all, because yeah, I'm going to defeat their army, but I want to sack it if it's worth quite a lot of cash. I don't think it's worth establishing an outpost, because we literally have a place right over the water there to replenish. So we want to sack it for more cash for now.
Finally, a fight! Take what's theirs. Annihilation!
And we could probably establish an outpost straight after then. I think I'm going to do it just to see what happens.
Magnificent. Norsca spreads like a plague on the world with each outpost you establish. All shall succumb to the warriors of the north.
And that does destroy Nordland, stops them from basically building up another army and biting me in the ass. That's good. Alright, job done there. So what can we do from this? If we go to the building browser, what does it allow us to do? It's just basic recruitment. And yeah, that's about it. Get income from sacking settlements in adjacent provinces. That's actually quite nice. I'm saying the only issue with this is you have to have one of them as a Norscan Wharf. I feel like this is going to be horrible to have like these outposts. They're going to be really, really hard to control as very hard difficulty. But either way, guys, I am going to have to leave it here. I've run over quite a lot with this episode, so hopefully you enjoyed the extended one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.